Through the early morning fog, he emerges, ghost-like, a 30-year-old speed skater cast aside by his country, making one last attempt to resurrect his career. Though he has come close, for 12 years, Gerard Van Veld of the Netherlands never has finished higher than 4th at the Olympics or World Championships. Today, he is considered not as a medal threat, but merely an athlete searching for respect. Thousands of miles and a continent away is Canada's Jeremy Weatherspoon, an avid fly fisherman when he is not setting world records on a speed skating oval. At age 25, he is at the top of his sport, a world champion, an Olympic medalist with a bright future ahead. By the time the Salt Lake Games are finished, many predict he will bring home 2 gold medals. This is the story of 2 athletes and their pursuit of an Olympic gold medal. At the 1992 Albertville Olympics, 20-year-old Gerard Van Veld competed in 2 events, the 500 meters, where he tied for 5th, and the 1,000 meters, where he finished 4th in the closest race in Olympic history, just 1/100th of a second from the bronze and 8/100ths from the gold medal.
It's very hard when you get 4th at the Olympics and it's by 100th of a second. That was pretty hard, but then I was so young, I was 19 or 20 years old, and everything goes in a rush. And then afterwards you think, well, you have Lillehammer, you're still young, and well, it will be okay.
2 years later, at the 1994 Lillehammer Games, Van Velde performed poorly, coming in 21st in the 500 meters and 9th in the 1,000 meters.
Then you think, whoa, it's hard to get back and be successful at the Olympics. You think, well, there was a big chance then in Albertville.
Following the Lillehammer Games, the introduction of a new type of skate, the clap skate, hastened Van Velde's downward spiral. While he failed to make the Dutch team for the 1998 Olympics, another athlete skyrocketed onto the world stage. 21-year-old rising star Jeremy Weatherspoon, competing in his first Olympics, basked in the glory of his silver medal from Nagano, finishing second to the sentimental favorite, Japan's Hiroyasu Shimizu. Since that time, Jeremy Weatherspoon has been top-ranked in the 500 and 1,000 meter events.
I guess as far as my age was, I was fairly young. Most speed skaters, peak around late 20s, early 30s. So I definitely felt like I had a lot more potential to keep improving and keep getting better.
Gerard Van Velde, meanwhile, descended into obscurity. His trainer left him. His athletic career appeared to be over.
He did not make the Olympics, so he said when the others went to go to Nagano, that was for him the moment to say, okay, then I'm going to quit skating. And he has a great talent, but his technique on the ice that gave him some problems. And especially in the Nagano year, the year he came on the clap skate, he quit skating, but he had still great abilities.
And I went like top 5 of the world to top 40, 50 of the world, You can see sometimes when you're very good, people are very nice to you. You can see when you're down, you're in the basement, and, well, a lot of people think, well, bye. Try to do that a few competitions and then stopped with that, and then I just went by my profession selling cars, and that's where I met Rintje Ritsma again.
At the urging of his close friend and 5-time Olympic medalist Rintje Ritsma and the new Dutch coach Geert Kuiper, Van Velde decided to skate again, but only for fun.
He was really down, and we asked him to come along with our team just to train for fun and just to have him around, because he's a nice guy to have around too, so that's how it started.
His comeback was slow and painful, but by the fall of 2001, he performed well enough to be named to the Dutch team going to Salt Lake City.
In the back of your head you think, okay, perhaps are we able to get him skating again and really skating, because if he can use his power on the ice, on his skates, then that's something that really is going to happen out there.
It is Monday afternoon, February 11th, at the Salt Lake Games. The 500-meter event is already underway at Utah Olympic Oval. 2 races held on consecutive days will determine the champion. The standings so far on day 1, American Casey Fitzrandolph in first. Defending Olympic champion Hiroyasu Shimizu of Japan second. American Kip Carpenter third. And Gerard Van Velde in fourth. The final pair of the first day features 2 of the world's best, Van Velde's countryman Jan Bos and the heavy favorite Jeremy Weatherspoon.
I kind of took 3 steps or so, and next thing I knew I was laying on the ice, and I was like, how did that happen? I haven't done that for 10 years or something, you know? I wasn't really sure what to think. I sort of skated around, just kind of disappointed, angry kind of state of mind, if you know what I mean.
In just a matter of seconds, Jeremy Weatherspoon's chance of a medal in the 500 meters vanishes. In 5 days, he will try to redeem himself in the 1,000 meters. Gerard Van Velde, meanwhile, finds himself in a familiar place, lurking just outside of the medals in fourth. 1 day later, the second heat of the 500 meters. The 500 meters is the shortest race in speed skating, an all-out sprint for just over 1 lap of the ice. The best skaters will be the last to go. The 16th pair has American Joey Cheek skating against Gerard Van Velde in orange. With an imposing physique of 6 feet 4 inches, Van Velde's starts are usually slow. This race is no exception. As the race progresses, however, his powerful legs and long stride work to his advantage. Van Velde's time of 34.77 seconds moves him into the lead. One pair later, Hiroyasu Shimizu knocks Van Velde out of first. But Gerard Van Velde is still in the hunt for a medal. Now the final pair featuring 2 Americans, Kip Carpenter currently in third, and Casey Fitzrandolph, the leader after 1 race. Fitzrandolph gets out to a fast start. Van Velde must wait to see if he will win a medal, and if so, whether it will be a silver or bronze. Casey Fitzrandolph slips. Both cross the finish line with a total time faster than Van Velde. The final results: Casey Fitzrandolph wins the gold, Hiroyasu Shimizu the silver, and Kip Carpenter the bronze. By the slimmest of margins, 0.02 of a second, Gerard Van Velde once again finishes in 4th place.
4th place again. That's really disappointing. You think it's the last chance of to get a medal, you know, so that's it. Now you can wait 4 years.
He was so mad about what happened at the 500 meter, and that was because of his history. You know, he was 4th 10 years before that. He knew the feeling, and he said, "Oh, damn, it happens again."
It is now Saturday, February 16th, the 1,000 meter competition, a 2.5 lap sprint around the oval. Once again, Jeremy Weatherspoon, the world record holder in this event, is the favorite with a renewed sense of purpose after his failure in the 500 meters. He will skate in the last pair. Gerard Van Velde is not mentioned among the favorites. Rather, for the past few days, he has been an athlete haunted with nightmares and whispers of self-doubt. He then received a phone call from his girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
My girlfriend, Pauline, said, well, just look where you come from. And it's already a miracle. You stand here at the Olympics. Nobody expected you would ever be at the Olympics. And don't take away all your pleasure in skating, because you really like it.
And she really talked to him, and she said, okay, this is life, but you still have a chance. And that's one thing that I also said to him. If you just have one chance and you drop it, okay, it's gone. But now you have another chance.
Van Velde will be skating in the 15th pair with Sergei Klevchenya of Russia. Klevchenya's start is exceptionally fast. Once again, Van Velde is slower.
When I started, I saw Klevchenya. He was in front of me, and that was not good. But I didn't know that Klevchenya was going that fast. Every corner, I tried to stay focused, stay concentrated, just give everything you've got. By 600 meters, he was still leading by 100th of a second, but I could see for myself I was going faster than he was. He was to the inside, I was to the outside. He made a mistake. Then it was easy to pass him at the straight. And my legs were really hurting. I really tried to keep pushing and stay concentrated. Then you're over the finish. I don't want to believe what time it was.
Gerard Van Velde has just skated the race of his life and shatters the world record by more than half a second, a record set by Jeremy Weatherspoon here 2 months earlier.
I saw his race, and I knew you have to sort of be prepared for the unexpected a bit, and that was a bit unexpected. I knew going into my race, I felt pretty confident that that was a time that I was capable of as well.
With 7 pairs remaining, the wait for Gerard Van Velde will be long and agonizing.
I was like, I'm not going to say I have a medal right now, just wait, and you know you did everything you could. You have, at least now you have a world record, and just see every race what happens.
The next 6 pairs fail to beat Van Velde. He is now assured of at least a bronze medal. If the final 2 skaters fail to beat Van Velde's time, the gold medal will be his. The final pair, the top sprinter on the Dutch team, Herman Wennemars, and Jeremy Weatherspoon.
Jeremy Weatherspoon, this is his second try, and a sportsman like that who wins the World Championships, you think there can be one favorite, and that's Weatherspoon.
There were lots of different articles talking about how I choked and things like that, and when I was on the line for the 1,000, I was thinking about that race. I wasn't thinking, okay, don't do what you did in the 500, and this is your last chance at the Olympics to try and win a gold medal or something like that. I was just, focusing on doing what I needed to do to have my best performance.
Both have fast starts. Weatherspoon's is the fastest of the day. At 200 meters, Jeremy Weatherspoon is 24 hundredths of a second under Van Velde's world record pace. For a moment, Weatherspoon loses his balance.
The problem I had in the race was on the second turn. I had a pretty big slip, and it cost me a lot of speed. And I could sort of see my pair sort of skate away from me when I slipped. It's a tough thing to come back from, and I knew that. And at the time, I lost a bit of my focus.
At 600 meters, Herman Wennemars is more than 2/10 of a second slower than Van Velde's world record pace. Jeremy Weatherspoon lags further behind, the gold medal fading away. Gerard Van Velde now knows that the gold medal will be his. Jeremy Weatherspoon crosses the finish line well out of medal contention.
I know that I didn't live up to my expectations or my potential for those events. I'll think back once in a while and wonder, what was I doing there, or why did that happen, or why did things go the way they did. I want to try and figure out what I can do to be better in the future.
I felt really bad for him. I know how it is. The difficult thing about the Olympics, the whole year you can be very good, but that certain weekend or week, 2 weeks, you have to do it. That's the hardest part.
Van Veld, he was a tourist coming along with our team. And then 2.5 years later, he grabs the gold medal on the Olympics.
And so ends the story of two speed skaters here at the Salt Lake Games. Jeremy Weatherspoon, the rising young star who saw the world with limitless horizons, left to ponder what might have been. And Gerard Van Velde, the sportsman in the twilight of his career, given one last chance and accomplishing what many thought was beyond his reach.